Agriculture for the world is the basis of economy and civilization. For India, is much more prominent because the majority, as the single class, depends on agriculture for livelihood. A profit is generated when we are able to achieve high volumes of production at low cost and then simultaneously convert that produce into optimal value. Mechanical technology, let's say simple technology like a micro irrigation using drip or sprinkler. Very small percentage of Indians still use that thing.
सीना चीर धरती का कुछ दाने उगाए थे, फसल लगेगी खुशहाली की कुछ सपने सजाए थे. Hello, I'm Resham and you're watching DNP India. Paito, welcome back to our channel. In case if you haven't subscribed to our channel DNP India, then what you're waiting for, please do it now. And do not forget to share. Share this video as well as the other videos of our channel, like all the videos that you like and love. Thank you. So the government of India has set a target for doubling the farmers' income by the year 2022 and also constituted committees for that. Yes, you heard that right. But the main question is, why double farmers' income? So with a name to strengthen the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Atmanirbhar Bharat, with a mission to focus on agriculture as well as digital technology, Shobhat University organized a conference, or I should or must say a co-learning series, in which I actually got the golden opportunity to speak to Dr. Ashok Dalwai, who is an IAS chairman of Doubling Farmers' Income by 2022 Committee and CEO of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, one of the speakers, and got to know his vision, viewpoint on the basis of agriculture in India and how technology actually played a vital role in that, and also not to forget his take about today's event. Let's hear him out. Thank you for connecting with us. If you can talk about the basis of new agriculture according to you.
The basis of agriculture. Agriculture for the world is the basis of economy and civilization. For India, is much more prominent because the majority, as the single class, depends on agriculture for livelihood. Somebody may say that the share of agriculture in the nation's GVA is declining. Notwithstanding that, the very fact that large number of people depend on agriculture for livelihood makes it that much more important and a prominent segment of economy. And then, as they say, agriculture is something which connects everybody, whether you are in agriculture or not in agriculture. Hence, agriculture, it defines the civilization contours of economy and will continue to define, given the fact that climate change is happening and climate change is impacting every segment of economy, and given the basis of our economy linked to the fossil resources which are generating a lot of greenhouse gases, we may have to come, or we will have to certainly come back to a renewable form of economy, and agriculture provides that renewable source to run our industries and the new economy.
And so, like we've heard from the discussion, if you could briefly tell our audience and let them know about the income approach in agriculture.
Yeah, when we talk of income approach to agriculture, we're primarily talking about practicing agriculture as an enterprise. An enterprise is primarily defined as an activity that runs on profit principle. A profit is generated when we are able to achieve high volumes of production at low cost and then simultaneously convert that produce into optimal value. So these three basic variables need to be taken into account in an income-based agriculture. So which means that we will achieve high productivity so that we generate high volumes, whether in the crop segment or in the animal segment or in the meat or the fishery world, and simultaneously achieve total factor productivity so that the cost of production comes down, and then provide a very robust post-harvest management, which includes agri-logistics, processing, as well as marketing structure, which will help the farmers through a competitive and transparent process to realize the best value on their produce. So this thing will certainly result in a net profit or net positive gain, and therefore increase the returns on investment the farmers make from the same piece of land or from the same water body or from the same cattle that he may be possessing. So that's what we mean by income approach to agriculture.
And so how can we include technology in farming and in agriculture that can actually increase the income by 2022, which is actually the vision?
See, we've got different kinds of technologies, but technology is certainly required at every segment. because we now need to promote agriculture as an agriculture value chain, which means that we are looking at pre-production, production and post-production segments as an integrated whole. When we do this thing, we need technology which will help us to achieve higher efficiency at the production stage. We need technology which will help us to rationalize the cost of production and simultaneously also at the post-production segment. So whether it is one of these segments or all three together, we need digital technology, we need mechanical technology. Let's say simple technology like a micro irrigation using drip or sprinkler. Very small percentage of Indians still use that thing, or very small percentage of farmers are still using tractor power when labor is required. Labor has become costly. Or we need, for example, online trade platforms to connect the production segments with the consumption centers. So we find we need technology of different nature at different level. So the emerging technology like artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, or the geospatial technology, all these things will help us in forecasting the likely scenario, because agriculture is so vulnerable to the monsoons, it's so vulnerable to the price fluctuations. If we are able to predict based on big data analytics, then the farmers are able to utilize that and minimize the probability of loss or either on production or on the income segments. So that is the purpose.
And so lastly, you take on today's event.
Today, I must congratulate Shobhat University, who have been at it like a woodpecker for the last 1.5 years, holding webinars week after week. And as I saw, they held 54 lectures relating to doubling of farmers' income, and another set of 54 relating to use of open source digital technology. So these two together have, I'm sure, brought different people together on the same platform, have also diffused knowledge, given clarity as to how income approach to agriculture must be practiced, and simultaneously how digital technology, not a far-fetched idea, but has got the practical utility in agriculture. So finally, I think the Shobhat University has served the society to translate the Prime Minister's vision of doubling farmers' income by making its own contributions. So we respect this knowledge sharing, because ultimately modern economy, whether agriculture or non-agriculture, depends upon knowledge. So I think this knowledge economy has been the contribution relating to doubling farmers' income by Shobhat University. So I must thank them and congratulate them.
Thank you so much for speaking. Thank you, sir. So that was Dr. Ashok Dalwai, Civil Servant in Ministry of Agriculture, India, and chairing body on doubling farmers' income and his point of view. So that was all for today's segment. If you like today's content and video, then please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to DNP India. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Keep loving us, keep showering your love, stay safe, and keep watching DNP India.